Hello there, welcome to the next video on direct collisions on a smooth plane in the FM1 course. What I mean by a smooth plane is a wall or the floor. So we're going to have a look at doing a coefficient of restitution with the wall and the floor. So let's get started straight into a question then. So a particle collides normally with us, and what I mean by normally is at a normal angle, i.e. 90 degrees, with a fixed vertical plane. The diagram shows the speeds in meters per second of the particle before and after the collision. Find the value of the coefficient of restitution E. So here we have before the impact and after the impact. So E equals V over U, so speed of separation over speed of approach. Substituting the values, 2 goes on the top, 8 goes on the bottom, so E is 0.25 or a quarter. Excellent. So that's pretty straightforward. The wall is not going to move, so we don't need to consider anything really to do with the wall. Okay, let's move on to another question. A small sphere collides normally with a fixed vertical wall. Before the impact, the sphere is moving with a speed of 4 meters per second on the smooth horizontal floor. The coefficient of restitution between the sphere and the wall is 0.2. So find the speed of the sphere after the collision. So substituting the values, 0.2 is the value of E. We approach the wall with a speed of 4. So multiplying the 4 to the other side, we get V is 0.8. Okay, and the next question here then, a particle falls 22.5 centimeters from rest onto a smooth horizontal plane. It then rebounds to a height of 10 centimeters. Find the coefficient of restitution between the particle and the plane to two significant figures. So we're going to have to work out the speed just before it hits the floor, the speed after it's hit the floor, and then work out the coefficient of restitution after that. So we'll need to use our Suvat equations. So it falls 22.5 centimeters. So in this case, S is 0.225, U is 0, V is what we want to find out, A is 9.8. So finding that speed just before the bounce, we get an answer of 2.1 when we substitute into Suvat. So this is our speed just before the bounce, i.e. it's going to be our U speed when we do E equals V over U. Okay, let's park that there for now, and then it bounces up to a height of 10 centimeters. So that is going to be 0.1. So substituting these Suvat values, 0.1. U is what we want to find out. V bounces up to a stationary point, so V is 0, and A is minus 9.8 because the acceleration is going down towards the floor. So V squared equals U squared plus 2AS. Substituting all those values, and we get U equal to 1.4. Now what we're going to do is use that as our V speed, because it's now going to move away from the floor with a speed of V. So confusingly, we've worked out V before, and now that's our U. Worked out U, but now this is our V. So if we now look at our collision, it's going to be a ball on the floor. It's going to collide with the floor with a speed of 2.1 and move away from the floor with a speed of 1.4. So 1.4 over 2.1 gives an answer of 2/3. So there we are, 2/3. Alright, so that's really all there is to it. So your turn to have a go at one up on the screen. Then I've picked question 6 out of exercise 4B for you to have a go at. Pause video now and give question 6 a go. The particle falls 3 meters from rest onto a smooth horizontal plane. It then rebounds to a height of h. The coefficient of restitution of the particle in the plane is 0.25. Find the value of h. Okay, let's draw a diagram. So that's 3 meters, it's going to move downwards. So when we use Suvat, S is going to be 3, U is going to be 0 because it falls from rest. V is what we want to find out, A is 9.8 and T is not used in this question. We use the formula V squared equals U squared plus 2AS. V is what we want to find out, so we leave the letter in there. 0 squared, add 2 times 9.8 times 3. And I'm going to substitute that straight into the calculator and square root it. 2 times 9.8 times 3, square root answer, and I get 7.668 dot 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 dot. So the coefficient of restitution is going to be 0.25. So the speed that it moves back up with is going to be our V speed. There's going to be U in the next round of SUVAT. So that's going to be 7.668 times 0.25. And that gives an answer of 1.917. Excellent. So now to find out how high it reaches, we need to set up a SUVAT where S is our value H, U is the value 1.917, V is 0 because it reaches a stationary point when it reaches that certain height, and A is minus 9.8 because now acceleration is downwards, my speed is upwards. So let's substitute it into the formula. V squared equals U squared plus 2AS. So V squared is 0. We've got 1.917 squared, add 2 times minus 9.8 times H. So 19.6 H is going to move to this side. We're going to square the 1.917 and we get 3.675. Divide that by 19.6. And we get 3 over 16 or 0.1875 meters. Excellent, there we are, that's the answer for part A. Part B says, without further calculation, states how your answer would change if E was bigger than 0.25. Well, if E was bigger than 0.25, the speed after the bounce would be greater and it would reach a greater height. So part B, the particle would reach a greater height. Excellent, there we are. So that's all we're going to go through in this video here then. So have a go now at plenty of the questions from exercise 4B, page 78, and I'll see you again in the next of these FM1 videos.